Hi, everybody. Welcome to Module 5. We are taking a pause before we jump into an examination of social class and status to kind of digest all the big main ideas that came up over the past 4 modules. I've also read your papers, and that's given me an opportunity to think a little bit more about some areas we might want to focus on and revise our thinking, reflect on our stance, and have a dialogue with one another, because I don't want to rush too quickly. I think it's more important that we have an opportunity to really dig deeply into our commitments as teachers and think critically about the ways we're going to support students with their own commitments, their own interests, and their own inquiry around social difference, social tension, and issues of the world, whether they're political or social. So you'll notice that I put some additional vocabulary up for Module 5. You're reviewing some of the readings from Module 4. They're going to come back again, so there aren't necessarily a lot of new readings for this week. There's just one new reading, but 3 are from Module 4, and we're going to review them together. And then there's a video that I think you'll really enjoy from 2 high school students who've taken up a project of going around and collecting stories so that they can better contextualize this concept of learning about social diversity and gaining the skills of racial literacy needed for dialogue and understanding. But they've done this through stories much like the ones you've shared in your paper. So I think you're going to make a great connection there when you watch the TED Talk, hear from these 2 high school students, and connect what they call the heart and mind gap, where we have all this information and statistical data thrown at us about inequity and injustice in society, but it's hard for us to care if it's not happening to us or to our family members. So how do we make that link? And they believe that narrative storytelling, much like that done in your paper, is the way to create that connection. So I hope you'll find this module helpful in helping us reflect and review our thinking. I've also added something called the Race Card Project, which is another type of narrative storytelling tool that helps further that connection. And lastly, I've provided you with a quiz that is very low stakes. I don't want you to freak out. It's worth 5 points of your grade, but more so an opportunity to reflect on the first few chapters of the book that you've been assigned from our course text. So that is an open notes and open book quiz, mainly to help emphasize the points I'd like you to focus on and give you an opportunity on your own to reflect without having to worry about a dialogue in a discussion board, Flipgrid, or group.